to ask our comptroller, Sarah Reynolds, to provide an overview of the 2025 preliminary budget and the 2025 special districts budget. Please.
Thank you, Supervisor Leanhoutz, and good evening, everyone. This presentation is a high-level overview of the 2025 preliminary budget. In the weeks following this public hearing, the Town Board will work to finalize the 2025 budget for adoption at the October 30th meeting. I thank the Town Board in advance for their continued commitment. This pie chart provides a visual reminder regarding the allocation of property tax dollars. School taxes comprise 69%, county equals 24%, and at 7%, the town is the smallest share. The 7% allows the town to provide the necessary services of public works, such as sidewalk and park maintenance, recreation, library services, as well as facets of public safety upon which residents depend, plowing, for example. For 2025's tentative budget, for the 2025 preliminary budget, we missed a word there. The appropriations total $23.9 million. That is an increase of $3.7 million over the 2024 budget. However, we are currently under the tax levy increase allowed by New York State, and non-tax revenues have likewise increased. At 57% of the budget, payroll and benefits will be largely impacted by the rising cost of insurance premiums, estimated at 17%. Despite the increase, the percentage of distribution is virtually unchanged from last year. Debt service remains flat, contractual expenditures is down 5% from last year, and equipment capital outlay is increased 5%. Accounting for approximately 18% of the tentative budget, preliminary budget, is approximately $4.2 million appropriated for equipment and capital outlay. This includes heavy-duty equipment such as new plows, improvements to park amenities, new sidewalks, facility improvements, including the installation of air conditioning in the Penfield Community Center gym, funding for our annual road program, and sewer improvements. In the 2025 preliminary budget, the DPW comprises the largest budget appropriations at approximately 50% of the total. Consistent with last year, the town library appropriations are 9%, while the allocation to our recreation department is 6% of the total budget. The town of Penfield continues to see growth in planned development as well as in home improvement investments. The valuation increased to $4.4 billion this year, a slight increase from 2024 of $4.3 million. This slide is a summary of the preliminary budget for the general governmental funds. Approximately $23.9 million in total appropriations are proposed. Non-tax revenues are estimated at nearly $13.5 million. A fund balance contribution from the general fund, highway restricted fund balance, and library fund totaling $1,184,500 offsets appropriations expense, resulting in a tax levy of approximately $9.2 million. With the town's taxable assessment at $4.4 billion, the anticipated tax rate would remain at approximately $2.10 per 1,000. The current anticipated tax rate for 2025, again, would remain at approximately $2.10. For an average household valued at $271,000, The taxes are anticipated to be approximately $570 for the general governmental portion of the tax bill. That represents a decrease of around $11.74 based on the average household value. The total non-tax revenues expected to be received in 2025 are estimated higher than in 2024. Though we still budget non-tax revenues conservatively, we have consistently seen growth in sales tax, mortgage tax, and interest rates. The total estimated cost for residential sewer services is $81.28, which is about $11.46 less than in 2024. As debt service on the sewer infrastructure is paid off, appropriations are shifted for the maintenance and upkeep of these assets. This is the 7th year in a row that rate has decreased. For 2025, the drainage rate will increase approximately 6 cents. This funding is for the townwide drainage maintenance while adhering to all federal and state stormwater regulations. The town's drainage system is extensive and includes all retention and detention ponds, as well as our creeks and surface drainage. The lighting district rates remain flat. This final slide represents a summary of the town's preliminary budget, inclusive of all properties. Specific to the Highway Equipment Reserve Fund balance, appropriations are proposed to support in part the purchase of 2 10-wheel dump trucks with plow and salter attachments and a skid steer broom attachment. These purchases were anticipated for 2025 as part of the DPW's multi-year equipment plan. The total town tax burden for 2025 would decrease over 2024 by approximately $76,000. And this is our budget timeline. Between tomorrow and the 25th, the town board will review comments and develop the final budget. And on October 30th, at the town board legislative meeting, the town board will adopt the final 2025 budget. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.